Welcome to the GOCO instructional video series. In this video you will learn how to use the valve selection section in a GOCO scenario case. First of all, please start up your version of the GOCO program if you haven't done so already. When your version of the GOCO program loads, then go to the top bar menu options and select New Scenario. The New Scenario window will then appear. Then, in the Scenario Options section, that's this section, we'll look at using the Select Valve drop-down list. That's this list here. From this list, we can choose a pulse jet valve that will be used in the GOCO analysis. This valve list contains all current and legacy pulse jet valves from the GOCO8 and GOCO8 product range, as you can see. Pulse jet valves that have an integrated and remote pilot may be selected. For example, from the GOCO8 range we have RCAs and CA valves, remote and integrated, and then from the GOCO8 range we have the VNP, integrated valve, and the remotely actuated valve, the VEM. If a remotely actuated pilot valve is selected, such as the RCAC 20FS4, let's select this now, that's the first one on the list, then two other parameters appear. First of all, we see the electrical on-time parameter. Then there is the remote pilot length parameter. The electrical on-time should be specified by the customer when filling in the GOCO questionnaire. However, if no electrical on-time is given, then an estimation may be inserted. A typical electrical on-time would be 100 or 150 milliseconds. Let's put in 150 milliseconds. If the remote pilot line length has been given by the customer, then this should be inserted in the given field here. If the remote pilot line length is not given, then a recommended length is 1 meter. Let's input that in now. It should be noted that the pilot line lengths longer than approximately 3 meters will significantly alter the performance of the pilot valve and therefore could prevent the main valve from opening. When an integrated pilot valve is chosen, for example, if we select the CAC 20FS4, then there is only the electrical on-time field that is shown. Of course, there is no pilot line length because it's an integrated pilot valve. There is another field that appears when the valve types of GOCO8 MM, MR, and MMR or the GOCO8 series of 500 valves are chosen. For example, let's choose the RCA 40 MMR. The field label number of valves per header is then displayed. This field is used to denote the number of valves that will be used on the same header tank. These types of valves have an interconnecting pipe, that is, the MM, MR, MMR, or the GOCO8 500 series valves. They have an interconnecting pipe passing through the header from the valve body to the outlet to the opposite side of the header tank. This input is used to subtract the volume of the connecting pipe passing through the header from the header volume without any valves. This leaves the net volume. The calculation of the header volume is then based on the head net volume with the valves mounted to the header. Quite simply, we can say that the net volume is the whole header volume minus that volume from the interconnecting pipe. This completes this video in the series. As always, we hope you enjoy your GOCO user experience.